Yasmin says, glad to have these lives back. What do you think? Who do you think will play in net in game 5? Maybe I'm worried. Maybe I'm just worried about Freddie's health. I think Freddie should play. Let's go ahead and get this over with, because the way that Florida and Toronto are looking, so Florida and Toronto are 2-2 right now, if I remember correctly. Let me double check myself on that before I rack myself. 2 seconds. Por favor. Stars are up 1-0 on the Jets. Okay, yeah, so the Panthers and Leafs are 2-2. The way that series is trending, so it's at least going to go to 6. I think it's going to go to 7, and I think it's basically going to be Toronto wins tomorrow, Florida wins their next home game, so that way they're 3-3 from home games, and then they're going to have a knockdown drag out in game 7 is what I think is going to happen. Here's the thing: if you go ahead and start Freddie in game 5 and get it over with, one, he's going to have 2 days off this time before game 5. So there's that. If you go ahead and play him now and hurry up and end the series, you have a better chance of guaranteeing that he'll have a few days off before round 3 would start. And there's also one other factor. There's 2 factors with that. One, Toronto and Florida will go to at least 6 games. They could potentially go to 7. So that's a couple of days right there. If Florida wins, especially if it's in 7 games, Carolina will not have to travel they won't have to travel anywhere if Florida wins. But what I'm saying is, best case scenario, let's say if you're talking home ice advantage and time and rest time for Freddie, if Florida wins that series and they win it in 7 games, that's 3 or 4 days that Freddie's already had off. And then on top of that, they don't have to, the Hurricanes wouldn't have to travel to Toronto. They would just stay right there, and games 1 and 2 against Florida would be in Lenovo. So I think the safest bet for Freddie to get an extended amount of rest time is to just go ahead and put him in net and in this series in 5 games, because the sooner we end it, the better. So I think it would just be safer for Freddie to just go ahead and play. Let's close this out and be done with it. And then we can start concentrating on whomever we would play next should we advance.